Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're talking about the one, the only special Midas coin. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, right? We're going to be talking about a few updates surrounding this crypto, and then we are going to dive into the technical analysis. Listen, right? Make sure you guys enter this competition, right? It's still going on for a handful of days. But, there are prizes to be won. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's only going to take a couple minutes out of your day. And you never know the reward you're going to get. You never know if you're going to win. Listen, huge news, right? Midas is officially live on Bigeconomy. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, huge exchange, almost 250,000 followers. All right, we can see from 15 hours ago from Bigeconomy, share 800,000 Midas, or not Midas, it's just a habit, Midas, airdrop, enjoy welfare from Midas. And yeah, we can see ladies and gentlemen, so you can go and share this token prize pool. And the listing is going to be officially up and running very, very soon because we can see coin market cap hasn't updated yet, but we are going to be moving at lightning speeds with these exchanges, ladies and gentlemen, right? That's already a few exchanges. We are also live on Polo and Weeks official, right? And there's going to be more exchanges in the very near future. Wouldn't be surprised if Mexi pops up sooner than later, and some of these other exchanges. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there's something else I do want to cover. We can see added Midas to my base portfolio today after days of observation. Here's why: consistent team execution with transparent dev activity, right? That is a huge, huge win. That is a big win. That is what we love to see. I love when teams and devs and everyone's just transparent because there's no shady business, there's no nothing, right? Filed IP rights, a rare sign of legit ownership and longevity. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen, that is true. They filed for IP rights, and that's a big deal because no crypto, no project is going to just come here, um, if they're not legit, just to do this, right? If someone's filing IP rights, that means they are here to build a legacy. There's a reason why, the price overall on the chart looks the way it looks. It's not a coincidence. They've been doing very, very well. Tight supply structure and early traction under 10 million market cap. And yeah, I agree, right? I agree. This is one of the few projects on base showing um, corporate grade momentum with degen energy. If they sustain this, a 10 to 15 million market cap feels conservative. Which I agree, right? I agree. We've talked about this before, that I think we could be hitting that like 12 million spot before we kind of cycle out officially. And I still stand by that. But of course, we are going to discuss that in just a second. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, they are consistently active, right? It's, for me, it's very, very important that a crypto is active, posting at least 1 to 2 times a day. And that's exactly what this beautiful crypto does, right? That's exactly what they do. Consistently active, engaging, not only posting regular posts, but also replies. And here is the deal, people, right? Here is the deal, people. We had the crash the other day, and this crypto, barely moved. It happened like on the 9th or something. And we literally didn't move at all, like at all. Which is crazy, right? It's great to think about. Yeah, today is the 13th. Sunday was the 12th. Saturday was 11th, so 10th. So the 10th. So yeah, okay, we had a little bit of a minor sell-off, but nothing too crazy, right? We only dropped 14%, and we recovered almost instantly, right? We recovered almost instantly, which is what we love to see. And you got to remember, cryptos dropped 85%, 75%. There was only a few exceptions of like some cryptos that didn't drop below 50%. XRP dropped 75%. And here we have this titan of a crypto only dropping 15%. It just shows the community strength, right? It just shows that there's a lot of backing from, like I said, the community and the devs, and people are not going to be getting shaken out because they believe in a project like this. So this should speak volume, you know. Um, and yeah, for me, this is just fantastic. Look, in terms of technical analysis, I still believe we will be hitting roughly that 12 million market cap zone before we sell off a little bit or we cycle out. Now, of course, that doesn't mean just once we hit the 12 million market cap zone, we're instantly going to cycle out, right? That's just a prediction. That is just a prediction. Just because of the original Fibonacci, right? When we take it from the top to this bottom over here, right? This is our original Fibonacci, and we believe that we'll get the 3.6 or the 4.2 area, which would be roughly around the 12 million market cap, right? This sweet, sweet zone. Now, we did have one push, we did have a second, and I do expect a third leg to the upside. Now, if I were just to redraw this up, I probably would do something like this, right? If I were looking at this for the first time, I probably would do something like this. And then I probably would put the 0 here. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very, very nice support over here on this zone, right? Because we have multiple tops, sorry, I should say. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here, right? We have multiple zones. So if we were to just look at that, I would definitely say, next leg would be probably between the 1.6 and the 2.6, which once again lines up at 12 million. Now, can we go much higher? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, but I'm playing it very, very conservative, and I'm taking it one step and one update at a time. But that is ultimately going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think of this crypto. Let me know if you are entering the competition. Seriously, seriously, guys. And there's not going to be millions of people involved, right? There's not going to be millions of people involved in this. There's probably going to be, less than 100 people, maybe even less than 70 people, which means that gives you a very, very good chance of winning, right? Just put in some time, put in some effort for the Halloween art contest, and you never know if you're going to win. These are some serious prizes too, right? These are some serious prizes too. And we can see, right? People are participating. People are taking this serious because, like I said, it's not just 5, 10, or $15. It's like, no, there's actually a good amount on the line. But yeah, that is ultimately it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to join the community and make sure to join the server, right? Follow, like, comment, / tag a friend, and submit your artwork to the Midas team directly in the dedicated channel on our Discord, right? So make sure to join up over there. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy. I love you guys so, so much. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.